And this year marks the 75th anniversary of Ding, 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 Peanuts. And fans across the country are celebrating in style with a nationwide listening party dedicated to the music of Peanuts composer Vince Guaraldi. Right here in Dover, New Jersey, Factory Records is taking part in this national celebration with a special event that invites folks to relive the music, the magic from Linus and Lucy. Natasha Borchard, the marketing manager and event coordinator at Factory Records, joins us this morning. Good morning to you. Nice to have you on, Natasha.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh, this is so fun. You talk about Peanuts, it brings an amazing immediate smile to the face. So, how did Factory Records get involved in this nationwide celebration?
Well, this is something we do every year. We celebrate the Peanuts, but this year is really special, as you said, because it's the 75th anniversary. And basically, the Peanuts team reaches out to us and they let us know when they want to have their party, and we kind of set something up that works for us. And we let all our customers know, and they always love it so much because I think the Peanuts is something that kind of just brings families together. So.
And Factory Records is one of the last holdout, well, record stores, although now there's sort of a comeback of vinyl, but you guys, you guys are really there and you've maintained it, which is so cool. What do you think makes Vince Guaraldi's sound so timeless and emotionally resonant? Is it the piano? Is it the kind of the cool jazz of the 60s? What do you think makes it so special?
I think definitely that jazzy sound makes it really, really nostalgic. And no matter how old you are, everybody knows the Peanuts. Everybody remembers watching them on Christmas and Thanksgiving. And so it's just the sound itself is so timeless. And I don't think it's something that'll ever go out of style.
And it's so innocent. It's just little boys and girls and a little dog and playing games and doing silly stuff that kids do without anger, without hate. It's really just silly, childlike fun, right? It's like this was before all the controversies came about, and it was just kids being kids. That's the innocence of it. For those, by the way, who've never been to a listening party, and I was a radio DJ for years, so I used to go to them all the time. But especially a listening party centered around jazz. What can people expect October 17th?
So on October 17th, if you do register to come to our listening party, you kind of get to sit in our lounge, which is where I am right now. We have a lot of comfy seating and hang out with the community and other music lovers. We personally try and make our listening parties a little more interactive. So we'll be playing games. Our party is specifically going to be a costume party so that we can get families involved and make it a lot more fun.
I love it. So talk about that. Will people dress up as Peanuts characters?
I hope so. I know I will be. Yeah.
What are you going as?
I'm going as Snoopy, but I'm going to be the Joe Cool version.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Yes. Google the Joe Cool version of Snoopy and you'll see what we're talking about because Snoopy has the cool glasses and right there's the dark shades. Those are very, very cool. And you have giveaways too at the event. Talk about your giveaways.
We do. So we get a ton of promo, as well as I try and work to make some fun music themed prizes, like drawing on some old scratched records. And what we do is we'll either raffle them off or we'll do some fun trivia that has to go with the listening party, in this case, the Peanuts. And whoever wins gets the prize that we offer.
I love it. And this is also about celebrating physical media, especially vinyl, right? So why do you think so many people are turning back to records, especially younger people? What's the attraction to go back to vinyl?
I think it's something that just connects everyone. A lot of the young people who come in our store come in because they just inherited their parents' collection or their grandparents' collection. And it kind of makes you want to go out and buy records yourself so that you have something to pass on to your children or, to your grandchildren. And so it's so nice just to see all these young people coming in and kind of keeping up that tradition.
And we've had Ethan on before, the owner, and we talked about how, like, when I was a kid, in New Rochelle, New York, growing up, the big excitement was, and you're way too young to know about this, but the big excitement was on a Saturday morning coercing my mother, if she had a free minute, to take me down on Main Street, and we had a little record store. Every town had a record store, okay? And you had sections where you had 45s, which for those who don't know, 45s are that big, and they're called 45s because it was 45 revolutions per minute to get the sound. And then you had LPs, which were the 12-inch size, and those were 33 and a third revolutions per minute. I mean, you literally, that's how we measured records, because that's how many revolutions you had in order to get the sound to sound normal. And then you had 12 inches, the 12-inch records, the same size, but that was just one song on a 12-inch. But this is what I was raised with. You walked into a record store like that, you smelled the vinyl, it gave you excitement. You just went through thousands of records to find the one that you wanted. You didn't understand what some of these groups were. But I'm so glad that Factory Records is bringing that back for people, so that it's not something you just download online. It's an experience. So tell us about Factory Records as a shop and how events like this fits into your mission as the ultimate local business.
Yeah, so I'm really glad you used the word experience because that's exactly what we're trying to curate here for our customers and to make it just not just listening to music. You come into Factory Records and it is a humongous warehouse. It used to be a framing factory and now we've repurposed it. So you come in and it is floor to ceiling vinyl, CDs, DVDs, anything you can dream of, we have it. And we have some listening stations so you can come in, listen to some of the used records, see what you like, what you don't like. And we have a lounge in here for people to hang out, listen to their music. And I think the biggest thing about Factory Records is we want it to be a community and an experience and a fun place to go, not just a place to come in, pick up your record and leave, but a place where you could talk to other people about music, where you can share your passion for music.
I love it. And what's first of all, do people need to RSVP? Is it open to anyone who wants to stop by? And then what's a website for more info?
Yes, so people do have to RSVP. It's a completely free event. If you go onto our Instagram, the link in our bio will take you right to where you need to RSVP. We are Factory Record Shops on Instagram.
Awesome. All right. The Nationwide Listener Party, October 17th. It's going to be held here in New Jersey. You'll want to go to Factory Records in Dover to take part. Natasha Borchard and am I pronouncing your name right, or is it Bouchard? I
Yes,
want to make
it's
sure I got it right.
Borchard. You are, yeah.
Borchard. Because I have relatives who are Boucher. That's why. And if you pronounce it
Mhm.
Boucher, they hit you in the head. So, uh, anyway, you are the marketing manager and event coordinator at Factory Records. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and have a wonderful time with this event. It sounds like a great time.
Thank you for having me.
You bet, Natasha. Have a great day.